Hey guys, what's going on? Today we are going to be putting the RCMA No Color Powder head to head with the Laura Mercier Translucent Powder. This powder is super hyped up on YouTube, like every big YouTube beauty guru pretty much uses it, but this one has gotten a pretty big following as well as a good dupe for this, so I wanted to go ahead and try them out on my eyes. I'm one of those people who doesn't like to spend like a ton of money on things that I know I can get like at the drugstore or cheaper, and the Laura Mercier is $38 and the RCMA runs between like $10 and $12, and I've never wanted to like put out the money for the Laura Mercier, but over the last few months I've been kind of really struggling with creasy under eyes. My under eyes are always creasy. I have really fine lines under it, but they can get really dry looking during the day, and while I like the RCMA No Color Powder, I thought it was time to go ahead and try something else out. So today I'm going to be showing you the application of these products, my initial thought, if I think there's any differences upon application, so on and so on, and then we're gonna do a wear test. So if you're interested in seeing that, go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so you could see I already have my foundation and my eyebrows on, and I tried to avoid the area around my eyes where I'm gonna place concealer so nothing gets cakey, so we can really test out these products. So the first thing I'm gonna do is apply my Tarte Shape Tape in medium. And then I'm just gonna take my beauty blender and blend that out. So I have the creasiest eyes known to man. Like, this will start to crease in 0.2 seconds. So quickly, I'm gonna start with the RCMA powder. I'm just gonna put a little bit of that in my hand. I don't really bake. For the sake of this video, I'll leave it on for a little bit. I don't typically do that because my eyes just, it's not flattering for my eyes, I guess. It kind of makes them a little more creasy. So I can already see that I've creased, and I totally forgot to blend that out, so I'm just going to quickly blend that out with a different sponge that doesn't have powder on it. I'm going to try to keep looking up. And again, RCMA powder. I mean, see, I don't even apply enough powder in my hands to like bake. And I don't want to like bake too much, but I'll make sure to like load it up a little. So that's like as far as I'll take it with baking. And then I use this stuff all the time, so I'm very familiar with the RCMA powder. I don't think I've ever tried the Laura Mercier powder, which is absolutely shocking because I've been doing makeup for like 10 years and I know how hyped up this product is, and I just haven't tried it. So we're gonna give it a go here. So again, just gonna, that was not enough powder at all. Add a little more. I do like the convenience of having the cap with this. I get very frustrated with the RCMA powder because I can only pour it into my hand or on a palette, and it goes like everywhere. I feel like even though I'm using like the same amount of powder, it's really like just melting into the skin on the Laura Mercier side versus the RCMA, which just is kind of like sitting on my skin. So that's like first thought. I don't usually go down my nose because my nose is just a little bit dry, but I am gonna go, and I'll do it with the RCMA as well, into the wrinkle that loves to make an appearance. So I've let both of these like sink in for a few minutes, and I'm just gonna take a fluffy sponge and start to kind of work them off, any of the excess powder that is. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just take another fluffy brush actually, and I'm going to set the rest of my face because I am wearing the Too Faced Born This Way foundation, and I do feel like that does need to be a little bit set down. So I'm taking just a very small amount of powder, starting with the Laura Mercier. and then I'll work the excess off on my Veramona swatch thingy-majigger, and then I'll do the same thing with the RCMA. All right, so before we get into any claims, I just want to look at myself very closely and see if I can see any kind of differences. Honestly, I think the RCMA does look a little bit heavier. Let me get a little bit closer. I think it looks a little heavier under my eyes here. I feel like it's sitting on top of the skin versus the Laura Mercier, which really did sink into my skin. I like how that looks better. I can even see it on the rest of my face where I set everything. I feel like the Laura Mercier somehow just like fuses with the skin, and the RCMA is like, it doesn't look bad, it's just sitting on top of it a little more than the Laura Mercier, if that makes sense. But that's if I'm getting really, really close. If I'm just looking at myself from this far away, you can't see any difference. I'm really getting close to myself, and I want to go ahead and spray myself with some Fix Plus to see if that kind of takes things down, because this RCMA powder is like 10 bucks versus the Laura Mercier, which is I think 38. And that's why I've never purchased it, because I've always been like, I can get the same look with something that's like 10 bucks, 12 bucks, whatever it is, wherever you buy it, versus something that's 38. And I always thought like, I go through powder so fast, but I actually don't. I've had this for quite a while, and this is as far as I've been, and I oftentimes take out way too much because this is a sifter. I wish this had some kind of cap. Maybe this comes in another size that has a cap. I could always like transfer it into something as well. I just don't. So I'm always like pouring out too much. So let me go ahead and just spritz my face with Fix Plus to see if that kind of fuses everything together. I do actually think that that helped a little bit. It doesn't look as heavy. It is helping it to kind of like just sink into the skin a little bit more. So yeah, I mean, I think you could get the same finish if you get the RCMA one, but you do have to do that extra step, at least with my skin, so keep that in mind. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup, and then we'll come back here and we'll touch them and see if we feel any kind of difference, like if one feels more silky than the other. We'll do a flash test, and then I'll give you my initial thoughts. Let's just do a real close-up before we do that. So we have Laura Mercier side. Pretty much you just wanna see under the eyes, obviously. And then we have the RCMA side. I'll meet you back here in a minute. All right, you guys, the rest of my makeup is on. It's actually been about an hour since I put all of the powders, foundation, and concealer on, and this is what we are looking like. Looking at myself, honestly, I think everything looks pretty much exactly the same. Everything I put on applied exactly the same. Obviously, they're setting powder, so it's going to do that. If I had to get really, really nitpicky, I still think the RCMA maybe looks a little bit heavier than the Laura Mercier, but that's like up in my mirror, getting real close and trying to be picky. So I'll get real close so you guys can see what everything looks like. This eyelash is giving me some trouble, and my corners of my eyes are starting to water a little bit. The weather is changing from winter to spring, and I have allergies. I just took allergy medication to try to prevent some of the watering, but this is what everything is looking like. I'll go ahead and insert a picture right here of a flash test. Everything looks exactly the same to me. I was going to do the flash test before I applied all the rest of my makeup, but then I was like, that's dumb. You're never gonna go out with just concealer and foundation for the most part. All right, so quickly let's talk about feel. So they feel pretty much exactly the same when you start kind of like blending it out. The RCMA feels just a little bit thicker, if that makes sense, but they both feel equally as silky, but you feel like it's just a little bit heavier when you're touching the RCMA, but overall, pretty much the same feeling. And you can kind of see even on my fingers, I mean, obviously your fingers have a different texture than your face. The RCMA is on this finger and the Laura Mercier is on this finger. You can kind of see, hopefully it's focusing on my fingers, I'm gonna kind of move my head, that the RCMA does sit a little more on top of the finger than the Laura Mercier. I mean, obviously this might have no difference since it's your face, but I thought I'd point that out. This is what everything is looking like at 10:32 in the morning right now. Again, I finished up my makeup at 9:28, so it's been on for an hour. I think it's looking really good. I'll check in again later today. I think I'll do a check-in in the middle of the day if I have time. If not, I'll meet you back here at the end of the day to see if anything is breaking up more than the other. I did set my makeup with my Makeup Forever Mist and Fix like I would with everything else, but I've used no other like face powders except for the Laura Mercier and the RCMA, so I will check in with you guys in a little bit. Hey guys, I'm back for a quick check-in. It is now 2:29 in the afternoon and we're having some problems here with the Laura Mercier side. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm gonna get real close so you guys can see. It's like pilling up right here where my eyes normally tear. Now, I don't really want to knock it too hard because not everybody's eyes water, but if you have allergies and you have watery eyes, something to be aware of. I will say this side is watering much more than this side is. I mean, I barely have any watering. Nothing's really coming off here, but you could see it's definitely coming off in the corner and it's starting to pill a little bit, which is really weird. I've never had that happen. So I'm gonna like try to like take some of that away, I guess, but it is gonna start to, as you guys can see, this is probably gross. But as you guys can see, it's gonna start to take away some of the coverage if I do that. So I thought I'd do a quick check-in, but I'm gonna try, like I said, to ignore the outer corners because they're watering, but I did wanna let you know in case you have watery eyes. The RCMA I've never had, and I put the RCMA on this side all the time. I've never had it like pill like that, which is kind of strange. So yeah, that's what's going on with that, but it's kind of weird. I have to say, I feel like the like sitting on top of the skin look that I felt like the RCMA side had in the beginning has switched to the Laura Mercier side. I feel like after like hours of wear, the RCMA side has just started to kind of sink into the skin over time, but I feel like the Laura Mercier side, and I'm just focusing like right here on the inner corners and like kind of on the cheek area, like I set everything. I feel like it's sitting on the skin a little bit heavier at this point on the Laura Mercier side, but again, that's being very, very nitpicky. To the naked eye, someone looking at me on the street, I don't think they'd notice it at all. But overall, everything else is holding up very nicely. Everything pretty much looks the same as far as, I'm trying to look at the forehead a little bit more. Nah, everything is pretty much looking the same everywhere else. I'm just a little bit nervous about my watery eyes, so that might be something that I'll have to keep in mind if I'm not taking allergy medicine and the seasons are changing. I also wanted to mention, because I didn't mention this before, they feel exactly the same under the eye everywhere else. It feels very, very silky smooth on both sides under the eye. It felt like that. I realized after I was done filming my like first part that I forgot to mention it. They both felt and still feel very silky smooth. So I'll keep on wearing this for a couple more hours, maybe till about 5 or 6, somewhere around then. I don't know, I might go to dinner and then I'll wear it out. We'll have to see. But overall, I think they look pretty much the same. I've gone outside, I've walked the dog. I'm hoping that this doesn't pill like anymore. I hope pill is the right word. I think that's the right word. Like your couch or like your sweater, it like pills. I'm pretty sure that's the right word. So yeah, that's the only thing that's making me a little bit nervous. But when I get off camera, I'm gonna try to kind of like flake it off. I know that sounds absolutely disgusting, without removing too much coverage. And then I will check back with you in a few more hours. All right, you guys, it is now 5:08 p.m. The concealer powder have been on for about 7.5 hours, and this is when I'm gonna call it quits because this eye is really starting to water and I don't want that to interfere with like my final thoughts on this. So I'm gonna get really close so you guys can see what I just saw in the mirror. This side, which is the Laura Mercier side, I'm gonna pull my face down a little bit so you guys can kind of see, is definitely creasing in the areas where it wasn't just watering. So I have major creasage. You can even see it when I'm not holding, but when I pull my eye down a little bit, you can really see the creasing in here. And then on the RCMA side, I see no creasing whatsoever. So that's not a good sign for me, but I'm gonna obviously give this a little bit more of a try. I don't wanna return it because I used it. sometimes I have an issue with that, and I want to still give it a try. I might try to like mix the RCMA and the Laura Mercier together, see if I could get a better result, maybe flip-flop them, see if this side is a little bit better for the Laura Mercier versus this side. Maybe this eye is just like super sensitive. There might even be an ingredient in Laura Mercier that my face doesn't react well to, and that's why my eye was really, really watering today. I definitely think there's something in the Laura Mercier that doesn't react well with water, and that's why it was pilling up. So be aware of that if you have allergies or watery eyes, because I really do, and that's not a good look. So yeah, this is pretty much everything. As far as everything else on the face, I think everything looks fine, pretty much the same. I think they've kind of evened out as far as the like sitting on my skin. At first it was the RCMA that was sitting on the skin, then that kind of sunk in, and then it was the Laura Mercier that kind of sunk in. So right now everything else looks pretty much the same, but my biggest hope for the Laura Mercier was that it was gonna really, really smooth out the under eye, not highlight the wrinkles, but they're definitely more highlighted than the RCMA side. So I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit more, but let me know if you guys have tried both of these products and what you like better. I've tried the Coty Airspun before and I hated it. I couldn't even make a video on it. It was so bad, it was so drying, it looked horrible. That is in the garbage. Like, that is not gonna be used ever again. So yeah, let me know if there's any products out there that I'm missing. I do have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish Pressed Powder, and I absolutely love that. I love that for under the eyes, but I still am looking for that like miracle product. The Charlotte Tilbury works really good in this like wrinkle, and I mean, it does work really well under the eyes, but I've just heard so many good things about the Laura Mercier powder, and I thought it was gonna be like, oh, holy grail, but I don't know, this might be a miss for me. So let me know your thoughts below. If you are interested in seeing any more videos from me, please subscribe. It means the world to me. Otherwise, I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.